Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my review of Lucha Underground Season 1, Episode 32, and this episode is called All Night Long. And this episode was taped on March 11th, 2015, and it aired on June 17th, 2015. And we had Matt Stryker and Vampiro on commentary for the show, and we had the only match on the show. It was an Iron Man match for the Lucha Underground Championship. Lucha Underground champion Prince Puma versus Johnny Mundo. So that pretty much how this worked was this match was going to take place the whole episode pretty much. Which I liked. You know, it was something that you never really had seen in wrestling before, where one match took up the whole show. So I liked it. It was nice. Really no complaints about this match. It's a match. I really don't even need to say anymore, but I guess I have to, so that way I can kind of talk about the match. But it's a 5-star match. So Prince Puma and Johnny Mundo are in the ring. They have um, their first encounter with each other. They start doing chain wrestling holds with each other. Johnny Mundo gets the upper hand on Prince Puma at first. And he drives him into the corner. He drives him on the he tackles him to the ground. But Prince Puma gets the then starts to get the upper hand. He hits a lot of high flying moves on Johnny Mundo. He tries to win the matchup a couple of times with a roll up, and then Prince Puma goes to do a springboard move inside the ring from the apron, but Johnny Mundo counters with a kick to the head, and then he goes for a springboard corkscrew on the outside. Prince Puma moves out of the way, but Johnny Mundo lands on his feet, and Prince Puma ends up hitting a high crossbody on the outside, and then inside the ring, Prince Puma then hits a victory roll on Johnny Mundo, and he gets the first fall of the matchup. So it was Prince Puma 1, Johnny Mundo 0, and then pretty much what happens is Johnny Mundo gets frustrated and he tries to win the match at any cost, but Prince Puma keeps kicking out. Prince Puma hits a really cool running cutter right onto Johnny Mundo, but Johnny Mundo kicked out of that. And then eventually Johnny Mundo rolls up Prince Puma when he goes for the 630 and uses the ropes and gets the next fall, so now it's tied 1-1. And the match continues. Prince Puma was pissed off about this, so this leads to both of them beating the crap out of each other. Prince Puma drop kicks Johnny Mundo out of the ring, and then Johnny Mundo tries to go underneath the ring, but Prince Puma grabs him, and Johnny Mundo pulls out a like a barrel. I really don't know what to call this. But he pretty much pulls out a barrel, a steel chair, and and a nightstick. And Prince Puma hits a Michinoku driver right through the barrel, and it breaks into a million pieces, and it ends up hurting Johnny Mundo right across the back. And then eventually Johnny Mundo hits Prince Puma with a crowbar. He puts him in the ring, covers him, and he gets another pinfall. So now Johnny Mundo's up 2-1. And then he hits the Moonlight Drive immediately, covers him again, and then Johnny Mundo gets another pinfall. So now Johnny Mundo's up 3-1. And then he hits then he hits the backbreaker. He hits a springboard spin kick, and then the end of the world on Prince Puma, covers him again. Now Johnny Mundo's up 4-1, and he teases Prince Puma, saying that he's poached. He goes and grabs a bottle of water. He hits Prince Puma off the head with a bottle of water, and then Johnny Mundo sets up a couple of then Johnny Mundo throws Prince Puma to the outside. He grabs a ladder. He hits Prince Puma right off the skull with the ladder, and then he sets it up towards the guardrail. And He sets up a couple of tables right across from each other, and he pretty much just says he's doing this because he wants to do it. And he goes to he puts Prince Puma on the tables. He goes to dive right onto him, right off the tables. But Prince Puma fights out of it. He goes for a sunset flip off the audience, off the guardrail. But Johnny Mundo fights out of it. Johnny Mundo and Prince Puma start fighting in the crowd. Prince Puma hits a suplex right on the pretty much the wooden boards on the outside of the crowd. And then eventually Prince Puma goes um, and Johnny Mundo start fighting again. Johnny Mundo kicks because he also set up a couple of tables, so there was like two tables, and then there was two tables stacked right on top of him. And Johnny Mundo kicks Prince Puma in the head, and Prince Puma falls off the guardrail right onto the floor. He just misses the tables, and then Johnny Mundo goes up to where the band plays. I don't know what the name of the band was because it's different every episode, and he pretty much just says that I can just let the clock run out until I can just let the clock run out because I'm already up 4-1. So he has the mariachi band. He has the band play. Prince Puma climbs the ladder, and Johnny Mundo tries to stop him. He tries to hit Prince Puma with a 2x4. Prince Puma blocks it, hits Johnny Mundo with the 2x4, and he attacks Johnny Mundo. He hits him off the head with the guitar, and Prince Puma spears Johnny Mundo right off the um, right off the top of the temple where the band plays, right through the four tables. And then it goes to commercial. When it comes back, Prince Puma drags Johnny Mundo back to the ring and covers him and gets a pinfall. So now it's Johnny Mundo 4, Prince Puma 2, and Prince Puma starts a fiery comeback, and he hits a um, spinning tombstone pile driver or spinning pile driver right onto Johnny Mundo, covers him again, and Prince Puma gets another pinfall. So now it's Johnny Mundo 4, Prince Puma 3, and Johnny Mundo escapes from Prince Puma, and he realizes pretty much that um, the match is only gonna go on for like about another 7 minutes or so. So he realized that the clock's in his favor, so he does everything he can to get away from Prince Puma. He runs into the crowd. He runs behind the announcer's table. He hides behind Vampiro, and Prince Puma was able to catch him at one point and hit an enziguri on Johnny Mundo. And he goes for the 630. Johnny Mundo moves out of the way, and he goes as if he's going to leave the temple. But then Alberto El Patron returns. This is the first time we've seen him since Johnny Mundo threw him right through Dario Cueto's office, and he beats the shit out of Johnny Mundo. He attacks him. He throws him into the side of Johnny Mundo's office. He throws him over the announcer's table. He hits a DDT on the floor, and um, he throws Johnny Mundo back into the ring. And then Prince Puma hits a springboard 450 onto Johnny Mundo, covers him, and gets another pinfall. So now we're tied 4-4. And Alberto El Patron, though, grabs a microphone and says that he's coming after Johnny Mundo after trying to end his career. And if he wins this match, he wants the title. But if Prince Puma wins this match, right after he's done with Johnny Mundo, he's going to come after him for the Lucha Underground Championship. And um, and then he says, "But you already knew that," and then winks. I liked it though. I thought that was great. But then we're down to the last 4 minutes of the show, and it's Prince Puma, Johnny Mundo. They do everything they can to try to win this matchup. They exchange roll-ups on each other. Johnny Mundo hits a running kick to the head, or running knee to the head. Prince Puma kicks out of that. Johnny Mundo hits the standing Spanish fly. Prince Puma kicks out of that. Prince Puma hits a really cool head scissors. But then eventually the finish comes when Johnny Mundo goes for the Hurricanrana off the turnbuckle. But Prince Puma holds on to the ropes and ends up hitting the 630, covers Johnny Mundo and gets the win. And it's pretty much down to like 7 seconds left, and Prince Puma has retained the Lucha Underground Championship, and he's retained it 5-4. Afterwards, Vampiro is even out of his seat cheering, and Prince Puma retains the Lucha Underground Championship, and that was pretty much the end of the show. And this was a great episode of Lucha Underground. Yeah, there was only one match, but it was still entertaining enough. It was awesome. If I had to rate this episode, I'm going to give it an A, actually. It was fantastic. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, and I'm going to give it an A. I love this episode. Um, and that's pretty much my review of Lucha Underground. For this episode, I already rated the Lucha Underground title match, but I'm going to give it again. It's 5 stars. It's a fantastic match. I love it. It has, that moment where Prince Puma has to come back from 4-1 pinfalls, and it's got that great Iron Man match. I like the spot where Johnny Mundo tries to get away from Prince Puma. You even had Alberto El Patron interfere, but even though he cost Johnny Mundo the match, he didn't fully cost him the match because it was still 3 minutes left, so you could still say Prince Puma kind of won clean. So I love this match. Check it out if you've never seen it before in your life. It's great. And that's pretty much my review of Lucha Underground. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and share this video so people will watch it. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel for more content and click on the bell so that way every time I upload a video, you guys will get the notifications for it. That's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.